here's the one thing to be watching though. If the markets do close lower today, we're going to trigger a MACD sell signal. And again, these aren't the end of the world when you get these sell signals, but it does suggest typically some type of corrective action in the markets that occurs when you get these type of signals. And again, we're going to get a sell signal today from a fairly high level that would suggest a bit more of a corrective move in the markets. Here's what you need to know before the bell this morning. Markets did sell off a little bit yesterday. We were down over 1% yesterday, but then kind of rallied back towards the end of the day, and that's been the nature of this market as of late. We're kind of down early in the day. Institutions come in the afternoon, kind of buy the market back up. So there's still good buying demand in the overall markets right now. But from kind of just a position or a technical analysis of the overall market, we're currently in that kind of good position at the moment. If we go back and look at these previous highs, going back into July, we just came down yesterday, retested those highs, bounced off of that retest of those highs. So again, from a technical perspective, this is kind of just a good classic retest of a breakout. Now, it's going to be important to see if the markets can hold that. Now, futures right now are pointing lower, so we're going to try to come down and flirt with this 20-day moving average again, which also kind of coincides with this breakout to recent highs. The market needs to hold here. If not, we're going to get a little bit deeper correction here, potentially come back and test either the 50 or the 100-day moving average, certainly well within the context of kind of moving into this pre-election environment. But we've also got to deal with this uptrend of the markets that we've got also, which is going to coincide right around the 50-day moving average. So we have this rising uptrend. The market comes down, test that kind of rising trend line, should hold support there in theory. Again, a breakdown below that, you're going to break down out of this ascending wedge pattern, and that's going to suggest that we have a lower potential move in the markets coming if we do break below that. But right now, markets should stay somewhere within the context of these support lines for a bit of a pullback here. And again, we kind of needed that. Markets were overbought. As we noted previously, we are working off some of that overbought condition already. Now, here's the one thing to be watching, though. If the markets do close lower today, we're going to trigger a MACD sell signal. And again, these aren't the end of the world when you get these sell signals, but it does suggest typically some type of corrective action in the markets that occurs when you get these type of signals. And again, we're going to get a sell signal today from a fairly high level that would suggest a bit more of a corrective move in the markets. Again, a retest of that 50-day moving average, challenging this uptrend, certainly would not be surprising going into the election over the next month. So again, this is kind of something we're going to be working on today. After the show, we'll be taking profits in some of our utility stocks as an example. They're very, very overbought right now. That we bought utility stocks earlier this year on this whole idea of energy demand by AI. That got picked up by the whole market. So a big chase in utility stocks. So we're going to take some profits there, just rebalance those positions back to target, raise a little bit of cash. But again, just try to take those actions. You've got positions in your portfolio that just simply aren't working. Maybe time to let those go. If they're not working in this market, you've got some of the strongest breadth in the markets that we've had since 1999. So if you've got a position that's not working in this market, you should probably let it go, because there's something fundamentally wrong with it and why it's not working. But we're going to talk some more about that with Michael Lebowitz this morning as well. But again, just keep a watch on kind of the overall market itself. Again, there's no big risk to the markets, nothing to be overly concerned about, but a bit of risk management here would certainly be warranted, particularly if we do start to trigger a short-term sell signal. That's what you need to know before the bell this morning.